Yeah, welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival with Terrastel. Yeah, so it's been an interesting few days. So yeah, hopefully day 3 is going to be better than day 1 and 2. So day 2 was a bit of a disaster, had suffered quite a few deaths. What else happened? Basically got to a point where my base was destroyed, so, well, not destroyed, but it was to a point where I kept dying so much that it's just like, I might as well just restart the whole thing. So I restarted again, started to set up a second base, had more problems with these drones, and yeah, so have been sort of working hard to try and get a base established. So that's where I'm at today. So what I ended up doing is, hang on, just bear with me a moment. So I have done a fair bit of work since yesterday. I got a bit decorative because I thought, well, you know what, whenever I start a game, and anyone that plays Minecraft with me and you know, some of these other games know that I generally just love making, you know, bases look pretty. So that's pretty much what I've started with, is my pretty base. Or at least attempting to make a pretty base. So I've got a bit decorative, been playing around with the blocks, learning to turn them, working with the axis, I don't know how you say that, but yeah, learning to work with those to be able to place all these really interesting blocks. So the other challenge I've been working with is learning how to set up what do you call it? A greenhouse. It's not enclosed yet, but I have basically done the basics of this. So in order to do the greenhouse, I needed to make this food processor here, which is another machine. So if you go into that, there's a whole bunch of options that you can do now to do with your food crafting. So yeah, I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any of that in the constructor. So obviously that's literally just for machines. This is for processing all your food. So I had to make these growing plots, which needed this nutrient solution, and with that you needed to make sure you had purified water as well. So I had to build a water generator. So with the water generator, it needs to be submerged in water in order to generate. So I've put it outside here into the poor little generator all on its own out in the middle of the lake, and it just needs fuel packs in order to actually run. So yeah, I've got a few, actually I might as well add a couple more in there while I'm here. And so then you take these water jugs, which can be then turned into your purified water, which is what we need. The other thing you also need is plant fiber, and I think it was plant fiber. Let me see. For the nutrient soil, it was rock dust, which came from the rocks that you find when you go mining. That can be powdered down from your crushed stone. And then you also needed the spoiled food, so it was actually good that I kept a hold of all of that, because you need that for your nutrient soil. So it is handy. So hopefully in future I won't be dying of starvation as I was so often in the first few days. So as you can see, I've got a couple of plants growing here. Yeah. To help them grow, I've also added in these lamps. I don't know if that actually reaches the other side here because it says only 2 blocks. I'm not sure if it's 2 blocks up, down, away. So I guess we shall see in the near future. So this here, as you can see, is that starter survival base. It's that crashed, what is it called? Crash cockpit. So I have been pretty much playing around with this because, as discovered yesterday, thanks to Cal, Cal said that this is actually belongs to me, which I didn't realise, but obviously the fact that I can go around and open stuff should have been an indication, but since I'm so new to this game I didn't realise that. So so yeah, I did discover that this is in fact mine. It's basically the survival starter base that you get when you launch this as a beginner. So yeah, which is kind of cool. So I've been sort of playing around, like I said, modifying it a little bit, or modifying it a lot, making it look much more interesting than the crazy looking chaotic mess that it was. Sure, someone loves it, but for me, wasn't quite what I wanted. But and weirdly enough, I haven't been attacked by drones, so I don't know whether this is set to be, yeah, I don't know. It hasn't picked them up. Haven't had any. Whereas as soon as I placed that the other block down, whenever I went to build a base before, the moment I did that, drones would start coming. So I don't know, maybe that's a part of the benefits of using this crashed cockpit. I believe there's a core somewhere in here buried. I haven't actually gone looking for it, so I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I believe there's a core in here somewhere. And yeah. So yeah, if I was to put it down another core, no doubt those drones would start coming, so probably will test that later. So yeah, this is the progress so far. So yeah, I've done a fair bit, as you can see, a little bit anyway. I'm at the moment trying to slowly enclose the room with the constructor. I'm cautious of radioactivity now. I don't know that what I've built is going to be effective against that, but I guess we'll find out later. So I've also added in here elevators, which I had no idea how they worked, but it's as simple as placing the block down and then you press your space bar to head up, C to head down, and instead of using, I guess it works with your jetpack, I don't really know, but that's how that works anyway, which is a lot more convenient than trying to run up and down stairs and ladders. I do still have some in here still. So yeah, so like I said, at the moment the challenge is enclosing this whole section here, and I am likely going to be building another level up here as well, but I haven't got to that yet. So yeah, it's interesting with these windows. Depending on where you place the windows, it will be clear on one side and dark on the other, which I find quite cool. So yeah, I've made it all, we'll try to enclose it using a lot of glass sort of panels, rotating it around, obviously to be able to place them. What else have they done here? I think that's pretty much it so far. So starting to run low on resources, so a lot of today is going to be a lot of resource gathering. For this first part of today, it's not going to be very long. I do have to head out a bit later on, but I thought I'd at least come in and show you what I've been doing so far and what I've been working on. As I said, I'm still trying to figure out this plan. I am going to put another level up here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that level, but I'll figure that out later. So yeah, welcome. I'm not really a fan of big boxy looking buildings, but hey, it's a start, so I'm working with it at the moment. I love all these decorative blocks. They're actually really cool and really interesting to sort of play around with, and trying to get them in the right spot is the right angle, the right spot. It takes a little bit of time and a bit of fiddling around, but eventually, eventually get it. To give you an example, because I don't think I've actually spoken about that. So say if I was to wanting to place this block here, see how it's got this line through the middle there? That's the axis line. So if I was to just take a shape, for instance, let's see, I'll just pick a weird looking shape that you can clearly see. Okay, so if I was to take this shape, as you can see, it's got this line through it, which is on the axis. So if you press the home and N key, that turns this around, and as you can see, it sort of goes around that line. So then if you change the actual axis, see how the bar changes? Now if I do it, it flips it around in other directions. And then there's another one on that axis as well, which goes. So as you can see, there's like a fair bit that you can do with this, which is really, really cool. And you can put it in pretty much any angle within that block. Just takes a little bit of time to obviously get it all right. But yeah, that's a bit of the fun. So yeah, have a play around with that if you haven't done that before. So yeah, the other thing I'm doing is I've been keeping my my little survival constructor outside here. I'm pretty much just processing the Promethium ore out here because as Cal said yesterday, it's actually radioactive, which I didn't know. And so as it heats up, you can get radiation from this. So what I've been trying to do is keep it outside, away from any hot machinery that could basically make it hot. So yeah, processing most of this out here. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much everything that I've done so far. So yeah, I'll just be playing around here until I pretty much run out of resources. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to completely enclose this little section. I'm almost done with this part here. Don't actually know what I'm putting in here yet. But I'll figure that out later. So yeah. And then this here, I'm thinking I'll probably make this like a storage area of some kind. I don't really want to move all these machines. I could move these machines, but I figured I'll just leave them at least for a little bit anyway. It's quite noisy in there. So yeah, that's my base so far. So yeah, as I said, today is going to be a lot of just resource gathering, and me just trying to figure out how to enclose all this properly. So yeah. Oh wow, these plants look so pretty. So as you can see, they're growing quite nicely now. So actually, while I'm at it, I'll go get those other seeds and put that in as well. Ah, so I can actually harvest the wheat. That's still growing. The tomatoes are still growing and our pumpkin's still growing. How exciting! This is such a fun game. I'm having, yeah, a lot of fun with this. So, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So in here, yeah, I had a couple of other seeds there that I can actually plant. So my anti-radiation pill for later. These auto core mining cores. I'm looking forward to building some kind of vehicle. Cal mentioned making a hover vessel, like a mining hover vessel. Haven't done that yet. I will be looking into that, but I'm gonna have to obviously get a whole lot of more resources to be able to do that, and hopefully also get a few more levels before that. I think I'm almost at 10. I think I'm 9 currently. Let's have a look at our tech tree. Oh, I have made it to 10. So there you go, I have made it to 10. So yeah, getting there slowly. I have absolutely no idea how to build a hover vehicle, so that's gonna be no doubt quite entertaining, as I'm sure I'll crash it many times. Hopefully not, but this is me. If I can crash it, I'll manage somehow, if it's doable. So yeah, back to our little greenhouse here. Let's plant these seeds in, and I'll have to make another light as well. Durian sprout. I don't know if anyone's actually ever tried durian. I haven't actually tried it, and I hear they're pretty bad. Like really, really bad. Or at least the smell's really bad. But then I've had so many people say durian's amazing. I don't know. Like I said, I've never tried it, so I can't say from experience whether or not it's good. But I'd be interested to know what people actually think of it if they have tried it. Okay, so anyway, I need to make another one of these plant grow lights. And while I'm at it, I actually want a cargo block. Yeah, just a storage. Never have enough of that, really. I haven't got too much to store at the moment, but no doubt I will in the future, so there was a storage, like a cargo block that was in here initially. I did take it down, so that's why I figured I do need to make another one. What else have we got in here that I haven't made yet? Yeah, lots of fun things I will be playing with hopefully in the future. So yeah, slowly getting everything that I need for this hover vehicle. So yeah, let's get our cargo box and the light, and we'll go place that in here somewhere. So there's our light. So hopefully those lovely plants will grow. Is that tomato? No, they're not ready yet. Okay. So what I might do is put a storage block over there. Where's that cargo? So I'm gonna just plop that down here. So yeah, and as I said, I'm gonna probably keep this down here as my little storage area. Make it look a bit more interesting later. I have considered the idea of actually possibly mining under here as well. Mining down a bit. Don't know that I need to though. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of what next. What else do I need? Let's have a look. Actually, probably need to gather some more biofuel. Actually, what can we do with this wheat? Let's go have a look at that. Now that we've started to get our plants. Wheat. Let's see if we put the wheat in here. What can I make with wheat? Waffles. It says waffles, but I need eggs. Where do you get eggs from? In this, that will be interesting to find out, I think. Carver beans. Now I had carver beans. What did I do with them? Maybe I put them up in the fridge. Salami. Lots of raw meat, seaweed snack. Oh, bread. There we go. Bread and water. Yay! Awesome. So now I have a loaf of bread. Hopefully not going to be starving. Don't know. What else can we make here? Okay, so like med kits. Okay, so that's what the aloe vera, alien parts, plasma. Okay, at least I know what all of that does. Awesome. Oh, of course, the other fun thing I've been doing is playing with the these tools, which is you've got your here we've got our texture and symbol tool and also the color tool. So that's been a lot of fun to play with, as you can see. So if I was to take this texture tool here, point that at the type of block that you want to change, and if you right click, it gives you all these different texture options that you can change that block to, which is really cool. And then with the color tool you can obviously play around with that as well and get some really interesting, you know, looking colors and patterns and stuff like that. And then obviously with all the different shapes you can, it's been interesting sort of playing around and seeing, you know, if I use a particular shape and then color it, you know, what does that do? So yeah, have a play with that. So yeah, here my little greenhouse. I do want to enclose this a little bit more. Just wondering if there's any other seeds that... I mean, I've just got the basic survival ones here at the moment. The other thing is, I don't know with this planet what kind of storms we get here. Hopefully nothing too chaotic. Carbine. The aloe there I can make into bandages. And seaweed for the sea snacks. So seed to go down. Don't know how many kava beans I actually need. Let's have a look. Ooh, I can make a sprout from the aloe vera though, which is good. Which I think I will actually do. And a plant fiber sprout as well. Might as well do that. Carve a sprout. Might as well make one of those. That way I'll always have it for future. Oops, I realised I just did 10 lots. I only needed to do one since I only have one. Oh, that actually made quite a few seeds from just the one. Which is handy. Wonder if you can do your own seaweed as well. If you put it underwater. By the looks of this, no. So then, what I'm gonna do is take those seeds. Didn't mean to make so many, but what do I need? So I'm gonna need to go and get more. Need more of these plots. Where are we? Got a bit of the nutrient soil at least, but I still plant fibers. Okay, I just used those. So let's go find some plant fibers. There's plenty of those around, so at least I can make some more. Let's just grab what I can find around here. It's quite funny, whenever I'm trying to look for something in particular, I never seem to find it. After the first couple of videos, when I had so many problems with things coming and trying to kill me, since I've built in that little crashed place, like I said, I've not had a single hover drone come to attack me yet. And I'm all set up for it too. I've got like heaps and heaps of ammo ready for that. But no. I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing. It's not like I want my base to be destroyed. Still find it quite entertaining though. I also want to say a big thanks to Dane and Cal for helping me out. I really do appreciate the advice that you've been giving me, and yeah, hopefully I'm making you guys proud of me. Going from a complete novice to having a little bit of an idea at least. And obviously your experience is far better than my own. See what I mean? I'm not having much luck trying to find these plant fibers. They are trying to hide from me. I think I said earlier, I am going to, once I reach day 7, like at the end of the week, I will do a recap of everything that I've learnt so far. I probably will obviously condense these videos down to just the highlights, which is basically me and my derpiness. Doing my stupid things like riding my bikes into holes and into lakes, which is unfortunate, but you know, you gotta learn somehow, right? So that root that I just collected, that does give back health if you are in need of health. Except in my case, when I'm being shot at by a drone, if you're quick, you could probably heal yourself. In my case, I couldn't, so yeah, that was an unfortunate end for me. But no doubt there's other people that can do this a lot faster than myself, so if you're used to sort of reacting quickly. I'm not good at reacting quickly in games, as you will learn. I'll probably end up streaming some other games at some point as well. So yeah. I am really enjoying this game though, it's really fun. And yeah, a lot different to Minecraft, as I said. So used to playing Minecraft, so this is quite a bit different. I also played a bit of Ark as well, which too was really fun. It is getting better from what I've seen. I haven't played it for a while, since they've added in, I know that they've added in some more content, but I haven't actually played it for maybe about 6 months or so. But yeah, that was a lot of fun too, so I find this quite similar. Obviously I can't ride around in dinosaurs, but hey, I can build a spaceship, and why would I not want to do that? So that is definitely going to be fun. And it looks like I'm having some technical difficulties here. Where are we? There is our base. What is going on? Actually, let's eat this bread and see how good this actually is for our health. Oops, what have I done? 9. There we go. And let's eat that. Okay, so it gives back a little bit of health. While I have some corn, let's see what I can actually do with that. Yep, that's not what I meant to do. So I can make popcorn. Yum. I love popcorn. And at the moment, that's about all I can do with it. I guess it does last a bit longer by making popcorn, and it does give you more stamina. Food 50, food 40, so yeah, turning it into popcorn is probably a good plan. So let's turn the rest of that into popcorn. Or at least a bit more of it. Now the other thing I wanted to do is make... what am I missing? Got solution. I still need plant fiber. I thought oh no, I did grab some. There we go. But I need 8 of them. So I'll have to go gathering some more later. So let's eat that corn. So I don't starve. As I have done so often in this game. There we go, and I'm nice. Almost full. Or at least fuller than I was. So let's see, is this ready to pick? Yay! So we can pick the tomatoes. The pumpkins are still growing. Over here, these other plants still growing. So, but we have tomatoes, which is really cool. How many tomatoes? 4 tomatoes. Can I do much with 4 tomatoes? Not yet. But at least we're getting there. Now just bear with me a moment so I can try and fix my other monitor that I've got here. It's decided to switch off on me. And I don't know why. Which is unfortunate. Actually, let me just unplug that monitor. There we go. Okay. So still need more plant fibers. But at least things are growing nicely, and I'm not gonna die from starvation anymore, which is fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Like I said, I was going to be doing just a short video today. I will be back later on, probably late this afternoon, and I'll do some more then, so hopefully I'll see you then. But yeah, thanks for stopping by.